Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Najelaa Hakim. I'm from 9.3 and my attendance number is 27. So, some days ago, we heard or we see a lot of viral news and also a viral video about the incident occurred as the aircraft was approaching runway 33 at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. So, as we can see here, there is a lot of news about the crash of an airplane. So this is happened on the USA on the Wednesday, January 29 at around 9 p.m. local time. Federal Aviation Administration said in the statement to CBS News, the passenger aircraft, a Bombardier CRJ-700, departed from Wichita, Kansas, carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members, according to American Airplanes. The Pentagon stated that the helicopter involved was a Sikorsky H-60, which took off from Fort Belvoir in Virginia. The U.S. soldiers were on board, said Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser. The helicopter was identified as belonging to Company B, 12th Aviation Battalion from Fort Belvoir, Virginia. Online video footage showed air traffic controller warning the helicopter about the aircraft, but no response was received. The audio recording has not been verified by the BBC. The FAA stated that it would investigate the incident along with the National Transportation Safety Board. So here is the audio before the plane and also the helicopter collision. BBC has verified two audio clips from the air traffic control tower at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. The timestamp of the audio recording uploaded to a website that tracked air traffic control communication matched the time of the collision at around 8:48 p.m. local time. In one clip, an air traffic controller can be heard saying PAT-2 until 5 helicopter CRJ passenger aircraft inside PAT-2 until 5 respond to CRJ. The helicopter pilot then respond aircraft inside requesting visual separation. About 50 seconds later in the clip, someone in background can be heard saying "Oh." In a separate clip from the air traffic control tower, dialogue leading up to the collision can be heard. The air traffic control say PAT-2 until 5 CRJ inside. PAT-2 until 5 pass behind CRJ. Shortly after, the sound, just like in the first clip, is heard. Then about 12 seconds later, someone say, "Tower, did you see that? Are there any survivors?" On the Washington, D.C. Fire and Emergency Medical Service, Chief John Donnelly believed there are no survivors on the incident. "We don't believe there are any survivors from this crash," he said. Officials in Washington, D.C. told CBS that 30 bodies have been recovered from the water. The U.S. Figure Skating Association that several members of our skating community were unfortunately on board on the plane. The group included athlete, coach, and family member returning home from a development camp in Kansas. So, as you can see in this video, there is the incident. So, I will continue. Eyewitness account and search effort. So, Early report in U.S. media indicated that the passenger plane was seen split in two in the Potomac River, while the helicopter was overturned in the water. Around 300 team members have been deployed to search for survivors, said the Washington, D.C. Fire and Emergency Service Chief John Donnelly. The challenge is access. The one chunk of ice on the water is dangerous and difficult to operate there, he said. Hamad Raza, who was waiting for his wife, who was on the American airplane flight at Reagan National Airport, said he received news of the incident while at the airport. She sent me a short message saying she would land in 20 minutes, he told CBS News and BBC partner in the US. I'm just praying that someone pulls her out of the river right now. Donnelly described the rescue effort as an extremely complex operation and said conditions were very bad out there. At 8:55 p.m. local time on the U.S. emergency response arrived at the scene and found an aircraft in the water. Currently, 3,000 emergency response are in the river working with boats from across the region. So this is the weather condition and the impact for this incident. According to the US National Weather Service or NWS, temperatures were expected to drop below freezing overnight in the area where the collision occurred. The NWS predict low of around -1 to -2 Celsius in the region. Washington DC has I'm sorry. Washington DC has experienced extremely cold temperature in recent weeks with ice covering part of Potomac River through Wednesday was one of the warmest days of the year so far. Weather condition will be a key factor in the rescue mission. So, and this is the deadliest commercial plane crash in the U.S. since 2009. The last major commercial plane crash in the U.S. occurred in February 2009 when a commercial airplane flight operation by Colgan Air crashed into a house while approaching the airport in Buffalo, New York. The Bombardier Q400 crash killed of 49 people. The last major American airline plane crash occurred in November 2001 near John F. Kennedy International Airport. An American airline flight 587, an Airbus A300 crashed shortly after takeoff, killing 265 people. The flight was heading to Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic when it crashed in Belle Harbor in the Rockaways, Queens, New York City. And in 2009, a U.S. Airbus A320 made an emergency landing just minutes after taking off from LaGuardia Airport in New York City after both its engineers were damaged by a flock of birds. The pilot decided to ditch the plane in the Hudson River, and all 155 passengers and crew survived. So this is a bad news, a sad news for all of the people. So hopefully there is a good news will be following. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.